We're speaking today with Wesleyan head men's and women's tennis coach Ken Alrutz in his 7th year as the Cardinals' mentor on the courts. And our first discussion is going to be about Wesleyan's women, who are going into what looks to be a very fine season for 2010-11. Team is coming off 5 consecutive winning campaigns, all with double-digit victories. And Ken, what do you envision for this year's team?
Well, thank you for your optimism, Brian. I'm also very optimistic about the women's team for a couple of reasons. First of all, we return 3 starters. Sarah Miller, who is studying abroad this fall, Genevieve Agnello, freshman last year, and our team captain, Linda McDougall. All 3 of those women will bring their experience to the NESCAC contests and will certainly help mentor the new players. In addition, Taylor Morales, Ana Alvarado, and Hannah Berkman have made great contributions to the program, and they're also experienced. So we have plenty of players who have been battle tested. This year we had a great recruiting class, 5 new women who are going to help us. I never promise anyone a starting position, but I don't recruit anyone whom I don't envision competing for a starting position. Starting way out west, we have Liza Fletcher from Santa Barbara. Liza is a top singles and doubles player off those fast California courts. She'll make an immediate contribution. Kylie Robbins is from Scottsdale, Arizona. Kylie was a top 10 player in the USTA Southwest Division, a very, very athletic person, a big hitter, and she'll help probably near the top of the lineup. Grace Smith from Chicago actually continues a family tradition at Wesleyan. Her brother plays baseball here, so we can probably thank her brother for steering Grace our way. Again, she's a top Midwest player. Since I coached at Miami of Ohio for 9 years, I know Midwest tennis. It's very, very strong, and Grace has distinguished herself there. From Atlanta, we have Nikki Softness, and Nikki is interesting for a couple of reasons. The Southern Division is a very, very strong USTA division. Nikki brings that experience to us, and her father, Danny, was actually the Wesleyan tennis captain in 1982. When the Softness family dropped Nikki off at school last week, Danny and Nikki hit on the courts, and he literally and figuratively passed the torch to her. So we're very, very happy about that. And then finally, Caitlin Clark from Massachusetts is another super player. She was recommended to me by former captain Pari Pandian, who's worked with her quite a bit in the Boston area. Pari says she's going to be a star at Wesleyan. Since my son plays the same elite junior tournaments that Caitlin does, I've seen her hit many, many tennis balls, and these 5 women will make immediate contributions to the program. The returners don't want their jobs taken away, but we'll certainly have plenty of competition in practice, and all of the players will improve.
Ken, that sounds excellent. I know in the past, in just your 2nd year here, you did bring in 4 outstanding recruits in Anya Pernetta, Rachel Garbani, Madeleine Ursu, and Alex Saroy in one class, and they certainly made immediate impacts, moving right into the starting lineup, helping Wesleyan qualify for its first NESCAC tournament back in 2008 when they were juniors. So if you're saying that we've got 5 blue-chip freshmen coming in this year who rival the quality of those players, I think great things will present themselves in the future for Wesleyan women's tennis. I know our schedule has 4 non-NESCAC opponents during the fall, as well as Williams to close out the campaign, as well as the ITA tournament. And then we head into the meat of the schedule when we have our March break trip to Florida and basically the bulk of the NESCAC schedule in the spring. I'm not going to put you on record as saying what our record may be as a team, but what do you see in the future for this squad as far as advancing?
Well, starting this Saturday, the women play Simmons College here at Wesleyan at 1 o'clock. Come out and watch the match, everyone.
That's September 11th.
And Simmons, of course, always wins their conference, so it's a great match for us to begin. When we go to Orlando, the women will play 5 strong opponents from all over the country to help them get ready for NESCACs. And the goal is always the same, to make the NESCAC tournament. We don't think beyond that. We're very conference oriented. The NESCAC matches are the most important ones, and everything we do in practice and in the fall and spring break matches are geared to help us get ready for NESCACs. So we'll just say that the goal is the NESCAC tournament, and I'd be thrilled for Linda, who's been here 4 years, if she could play in another NESCAC tournament. And I'd be thrilled for these new young women if they help us reach that goal, their first campaign.
That's excellent, Ken. And yes, I can see Linda would become the first ever Wesleyan women's tennis player to play in 2 NESCAC tournaments. That would be a great way to send her career out.
Indeed.
So Ken, thanks for taking time to tell us about Wesleyan women's tennis, and very best of luck in the future.
Thank you.